These types of probability distribution questions stump a lot of people, but I'm going to show you how to logic your way through one version of these questions. A video game has XP boxes, which allow players to level up, represented by X. The discrete random variable X has a following distribution. State the value of K. So you should know that all probabilities sum to equal 1. So K would be 1 minus 0.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.4, and that's just 0.1. So I'm going to replace K with 0.1. And that's the answer to part A. To level up, a user needs 60 XP, so he buys 2 XP boxes, denoted by X1 and X2, which both have the same distribution as X. This means that both X1 and X2 have the same outcomes and probabilities shown in this table up here. What is the probability he will level up using only 60 XP when opening the boxes? So we need X1 and X2 to sum to give us 60. We need to see which values add together from the distributions to give 60. So let's say you chose X1 as 40. Can you get to 60 from X2? You can, adding 20. So 40 plus 20 is one way. If I have X1 is 30, X2 could also be 30. So 30 plus 30 is 60. If X1 was 20, X2 could be 40. So that's 20 plus 40. If X1 was 10, X2 would have to be 50. But that is not one of the outcomes. So these are the only 3 ways of getting 60 when adding X1 and X2. So the probability that X1 plus X2 is equal to 60 is the probability of 40 and 20. You just have to multiply the probabilities across. So that's 0.1 times by 0.3 plus the probability of 30 and 30, 0.2 times 0.2 plus 0.3 times 0.1, and that is equal to 0.1. You can think about it like a tree where you have X1 as your first selection and X2 as your second selection, and you multiply across the branches and you add up different outcomes. So by logicking our way through and trying to understand what the question said, that's how you do a DRV probability distribution question.